I learned that courage was not the absence of fear, but the triumph over it. The brave man is not he who does not feel afraid, but he who conquers that fear. Nelson Mandela. Let's read the introduction of the lesson. Apartheid refers to the discrimination between people on the basis of their race. This lesson gives us an overview as to how Nelson Mandela, along with others, carved their way to a society where there will be no discrimination on the basis of their color, caste, race, age, or gender. Key points of the lesson. Nelson Mandela, sworn in as the first black president of South Africa on 10th May 1994. The ceremony took place in the lovely sandstone amphitheatre in Pretoria. He addressed the rainbow gathering with a zest, telling that never, never, and never again should it be that the beautiful land would experience the oppression of one by another. He wished that freedom in Africa should reign. The army officials who could have caught, and put him in jail before were saluting him to pay respect to the newly born democracy. The two national anthems were sung at the time of his swearing-in ceremony. He recalls back the history and pays homage to the national martyrs who sacrificed their lives for the sake of their motherland. He tells that the martyrs were the men of extraordinary courage, wisdom, and generosity. The country of South Africa is rich in minerals and gems, but the greatest wealth of our country is its people. He tells no one is born hating another person because of the color of his skin or his background or his religion. If people learn to hate, they can be taught to love too. He talks that man's goodness is a flame that can be hidden but never exhausted. He talks about the twin obligations, obligation toward his family and obligation towards his nation. While discharging his duties, he found he was not free. Hence, he joined African National Congress, fought for the freedom of his country. He knew that the oppressor must be liberated just as surely as the oppressed. The oppressor and oppressed are alike robbed of their humanity. The lesson says that Nelson Mandela, the first black president of South Africa after more than 3 centuries of white rule, celebrated very vividly the grand ceremony of the first democratic, non-racial government. Being sworn in, he said radiantly that never, never again shall it be that this beautiful land will again experience the oppression of one by another. He pays homage to the freedom fighters like Oliver Tambo, Luthuli, Yusuf Dadoo. They were men of uncommon courage, wisdom, and generosity. He regards the death of thousands of people who sacrificed their lives for the cause of courage. It is not the absence of fear, but the victory over it. No man is born with harassment, rather love, which comes natural to the human heart. He says, every man has his duties to his family, to the community, and to his country to perform honestly.